question 1, the question asks us to create a program to do permutation. By definition, permutation means the act of rearranging or permuting some of all the members of a set into a sequence or order. So the program is needed to compute the number of possible permutations for a given set. And the formula is given as n factorial over n minus k factorial. Since this formula uses factorial, we have to use a loop in this program.
So this is our flowchart for the question 1. The question 1, we need to find the permutation. So this is the flowchart. So we need to start, and then first we are going to declare the variables. We have total, to arrange, denominator, numerator, difference, and permutation. And then we go to the other one. The user need to put the input. So the input is going to be the total and to arrange. So we calculate the difference. Difference is total minus to arrange. What is difference? So this is the formula, n factorial over n minus k factorial. This is the formula. So the difference is the denominator. N is total, k is to arrange. So we minus, then we get the difference. After that, we find the numerator. Numerator equal numerator times I. So the condition, if I less than or equal than total, if it's true, it's going to, the I is going to plus 1. So it will go over here, and then it will calculate again. So you will calculate until the I, if the I is more than total, it is no, and then it is going to calculate on another condition. So the another condition is if the difference is equal 0, if it is true, the denominator is going to be 1. If it is untrue, the denominator you need to times j. So after you times j, if the j is less or equal than difference, so if it is true, it's going to plus 1, and then it's going to repeat the loop for the denominator. And then if the j is more than difference, so it is going to be no, and then it will go over here, and it will calculate the permutation. So this is the question we want to find, the permutation.
I'm going to explain the algorithm we use to calculate the factorial. We know the formula of the factorial uses a mathematic term called factorial, which is, let's say, n equal to 5, hence n factorial is 1 times 2 times 3 times 1 times 5, which is in equal to 120. So to calculate this using a program, we use the for loop. So we initiate the I equal to 1 and the condition to be I less than or equal to n. We assign the numerator to the numerator times I. So let's see what goes into the loop. For the first iteration, I equal to 1. So the numerator, which is we declare at firstly equal to 1, is equal to 1 times 1. So that's the first iteration. In the second iteration, the I incremented into 2. So the numerator, which is also still 1, is equal to 1 times 2, which equals to 2. And the third iteration will continue 2 times 3, which in the end will get the same result as this. So this is the algorithm we use to calculate the factorial in the program.
So I will explain about the program. So here we got the program about for question 1. So For the first one, we will declare the variables. There is total to arrange denominator, numerator, diff, and permutation. So after that, the user will prompt the input. There is members of the set and members to rearrange. So after the user prompt the input, the user will calculate using the permutation formula. So here, this is the formula, that is difference equal to total minus to range. So if total equal to 0, it will be error. Else if difference less than 0, it will be error also. So for this is the for loop for we to find the factorial of the numerator and denominator. So after the for loop, we will find the permutation using the formula, that is permutation equal to numerator divided by denominator. So it will display the permutation. So I will compile this program, so we see. No error, right? No error and warning. No error and warning. So we can run this program. So we try to run, right? Then we run it. So we try. We enter 10. Okay. For your information, the number of set must be higher than the number of members to rearrange. So the number of set we enter 10. So here I will put 5. So we will enter again. So the number of permutations is 30,240. Alright, so that is the example for the program. So for example, if the number of members of the set is higher, and the number of members to rearrange higher more than the number of set, so it will be error. There will no number of permutation. So that is all about the program for question 1. Okay, thank you.
For question 2, we are required to create a program that is able to take the department and the policeman's height and weight as an input to create a report on the BMI of the policeman in that department. Since we are dealing with a big amount of data, we are using arrays to store the BMI reports and display them in the end of the program. And besides that, since we don't know how many policemen there will be and how many departments there are, we are using a sentinel value to allow the user to enter data as long as it seems fit.
Okay, right now we go into the question 2. Okay, for the flow chart, first thing we must go to start, and then we declare the variable, which is height, weight, BMI, input and department. And then we're gonna do from the department. After we from the department, we're gonna from the height and weight, right? So after we got height and weight, we must calculate the BMI, which is the height square divided by height. So after that, we must ask, is there any another officer? If yes, we must go to from the height and weight until the answer is no. Until that, we must display the BMI of the department list. So then we go into the B. Is there any another department? If yes, another department, we go to the C. We prompt the another department and we go through again for hang away, calculate BMI, and so over and display BMI, and then we go to here back. If yes, we go to back until we say no, and then we will and so that's it.
So I'm going to explain about the question 2.
This program is required to monitor health among policemen from various departments, as required by Royal Malaysia Police (RMP). RMP wants to make sure all policemen are fit and healthy in order to carry out their duties. The policeman's health is measured based on BMI. So the question 2 is to calculate the BMI for the policeman officer. So in this program, we declare the variables, which is double, height, weight, BMI input, and then we are going to use the do while loop. So first we initiate collecting data, and then we declare the array to contain BMI data for department. int, which is integer BMI report. This is array, and then we declare and prompt department. We use department, we declare as a string because department is a word, so it is string. So first we going to input the department names, and then we initiate collecting data for the department. BMI equal to 0, weight equal 0, height 0, input 0, and then we are going to input the height and weight for the officers. And then after we input the height and weight, we calculate the BMI. The formula for BMI is weight over height times height. This is the formula. And then after we get the result, and then the result we're going through the few condition. If the BMI is less than 18.5, it will display this. And then after that, we are using the sentinel to check if another policeman data to enter. If there's another data from another department, click 1, enter 1. If no, then just enter 0. And then after we calculate that, it will display the BMI of the officer. If the BMI is more, it will display overweight or obese. And then that's it. Thank you. So I will compile this program, and then I'm going to run it, and we are going to explain the example. So enter the name of department, we put Sri Aman, and then the officer's height is in meter 1.7, and then the weight is 65 kg. And then this program asks, is there another officer's data to be inserted? And then we put 0 because no, and then it will pop up the report for the officer. So this show the BMI for the officers is normal. And then the program asks if there another department to be reported in, and then we put no 0. Okay, that's it. Thank you.